New Jersey has certainly produced some major league talent. It was not unusual in 1939 to see high schoolers signed by major league clubs, sent to an International League affiliate, and be pitching on the big stage just a few short years later. Baseball's color barrier had not been broken, the Negro Leagues were still vibrant, and the minor league system was not well developed. There were also many local semi-pro teams and junior college clubs for the stars of the Sandlot to hone their craft in pursuit of their dreams of playing pro ball. Record writer Al Del Greco reminded Bergen County baseball fans just how rich the talent pool was in his column on May 10th of that year. Johnny Vandermeer, of course, was on the top of everyone's mind, having gone from Midland Park to the major leagues and at the age of 24, tossing back-to-back no-hitters, a feat unmatched in Major League Baseball even to this day. Speaking of no-hitters, this week's action finds our NNJIL clubs tuning up against non-league opponents. Skippers will often rest their regulars or hold out their best pitchers in these contests. That was the case when Bill Bunn sent his Tenafly Tigers to face the powerful Garfield lineup. Teams from the BCSL relished the chance to play the boys from the senior schoolboy circuit, and Garfield did not waste the opportunity as Alex Yoda hurled a no-hitter for Garfield versus Tenafly. Similarly, Coach Pat DiZenzo sent his Hackensack Comets into an independent contest against Ridgewood and used the game to throw 4 pitchers, including catcher Ray Covey, at the Maroon 9. Ridgewood threw their ace George Holding, who did not disappoint in a 2-hit complete game performance en route to a 9-0 shutout. The Comets were looking ahead to facing league leader Cliffside Park the following day and would send ace Danny Dawson to the hill to avenge the Comets' earlier 6-1 defeat to Cliffside ace Vince Mullins. As for Teaneck, they would have 2 league contests that week, and Coach Charlie Knapp would have little choice other than to use Big Jim Sloan in both contests. As league action got underway, the results would cause record beat writer Art Johnson to remark that the race was now all cockeyed. With all 8 clubs nearing the stretch run, no sane, unbiased observer can pick the probable champion with any air of confidence. After Danny Dawson limited Cliffside Park to 3 hits and 2 runs in a 9-2 win, Hackensack moved into first and Cliffside fell to 4th. Coach Pat DiZenzo rested Dawson after the Comet bats began to shell ace Vince Mullins in anticipation of using him again in the next game versus Teaneck. For its part, Teaneck came out with a bang against Rutherford, scoring 8 times in the first inning as Big Jim Sloan cruised to his 5th league win. Tony Capasso led the charge with 3 for 4 at the plate as the Highwaymen battered Rutherford starter Bob Schwartzlow for 10 hits, including a home run by Johnny Thompson. Sloan struck out 10 in a complete game 9-6 win that vaulted Teaneck into a tie for first. It became a 3-way tie at the top after Leonia easily dispatched defending champ Englewood. The preseason favorite and considered the best ball club on paper, Coach Jim Kirkland's boys committed 9 errors in a 7-1 loss that dropped them to 7th place in the league standings and eliminated them from any shot at the title. Although the 2 starting pitchers, Biankowski and Hilderhoff, were fairly similar in performance, the defense behind the hurlers was like night and day, sending Biankowski to his 2nd straight defeat after 3 initial victories. All eyes would now be on the rematch between Teaneck and Hackensack, which was shaping up to be a showdown between the 2 best pitchers in the league, with Big Jim Sloan squaring off against Comet ace Danny Dawson. League observers considered the Comets a favorite to sweep the season series and have little trouble finishing the season with the league crown. A record crowd was expected, as the unbeaten Dawson would face Sloan, owner of 5 league victories, which was tops in the circuit. It was not to be, however, as the weather just wouldn't cooperate and the game was rained out. The rematch would have to wait until the end of the season, and the standings would determine if the game would need to be played at all.